Alright, what's up, guys? We're back here with another trade recap. And in our last video, we actually said that we will make the next trading day, a profitable trading day. Now, we did do this, we did follow through with what we said, but there is some things that happened, so we will have to go over that. Um, Without too much yapping, let's get into the trade. So, I believe we initially looked at the market, not too long before Asian Open, maybe like an hour before, just to market our key levels. So we saw that this fair value gap right here, which I think is a 15-minute. Let's see, was it that one? Yep, the 15-minute. Yeah, the 15-minute fair value gap was getting respected, and this was an area of liquidity, right? So this is where I draw liquidity right here, just right above these highs into this fair value gap. And then our next draw was going to be this line right here, which I believe was just the closest right into this 1 hour fair value gap. I think this also was, this right here was also an internal fair value gap. Then we had a 5-minute fair value gap that we were respecting. And then we just took out right here. So initially when we saw boom, that get taken out, we wanted to see like a long, maybe right into this, maybe into previous day's lows to sweep higher. But instead, I do believe we get a sweep of... Okay, let's go back into this right here. Right, we gotta tap it back into the zone right here. So I'm thinking we're just gonna catch a reversal right back down to this fair value gap. Because we tap right into this fair value gap, we got a crazy reaction. Now inverse this fair value gap that we had right here, and then we just put it. Really, we could have hold up. I think we actually, we had on Topstep, we had our take profits right there at this candle low, and our stop loss right above here. But now on Topstep, I believe we got a worse entry than we did on Apex. On Apex, we got a pretty good entry, and so we were able to actually hold on for longer. Now once I saw this and it just immediate reversal, it was this right here was like probably like a 10-second candle. Dude. This is just insane. It just went up super fast. Went back up here, got a resweep of these right here, which in hindsight we could have seen that this was the first sweep, so we wanted to see this is already the liquidity forming right here from this fair value gap because it was untapped previously beforehand. And then we just go back in and tap right above it, sweep out these highs, and then we go down lower. So really, honestly, the trade was to hold on to and wait for this. We were just too horny for it to take a trade, pretty much, to say the least. And we took it a little bit early, so we took a loss of 1,500, I believe, on Topstep. On Apex, we made 1,354 on one account, so 1,354 on one account, and 1,534 on the other account. Now, both of those trades on Apex were meant to be home runs. They were meant to be we were gonna run all the way down to these lows. But I do believe they have a trailing drawdown rule where you can't, if you go up a certain amount of profit, they will lock that in as your profit, and if you go down in the same trade, it will count against your max loss limit or your daily loss limit. So yeah, but I think we got out. I think once we saw this get inverse, no, we were standing here. Let's actually see instead of line. Let's go for So yeah, we actually got out right about here. We got right about there. Now, if we kept on looking, the trade would have ultimately played out right how it was supposed to. But the thing was that we just don't want to hold trades for this long with this much chop. Right? Just because we was already risking so much on Apex that these little moves can mean like this move right here could have been like $1,000, and that could have been, you know, half of our day loss limit. So that's the reason why we closed that early, instead of holding on to it. Like we should have, because our real draw on liquidity was gonna be let's see, go back 5 minutes. Yeah, really our draw liquidity was down here, previous day's lows, and really tapping into that fair value gap. So, with that being said, that trade was supposed to be a 8-1 up to a almost a 9-1. Let's see if that would have played out. Because I don't remember actually seeing it after we got out the trade. We realized, hey, our draw liquidity was right. We just got to get off the charts. I do not want to look at this on how brutal it was, but I get. So, let's see. Boom, stop loss. So really, it only got to right about here, 4.5, which you would have got top tick right there. And you would have got edged. Got edged bad. But yeah, I mean, and then pretty much, and then we go back up and really sweep out the lows we were interested in. This untapped fair value gap that we just had here. These lows right there. Sleep that out. And I'm pretty sure after this we had that. If you inverse that. Yeah, no, it's just been the same chop. There you go. But first, it does go back up to resweep those eyes. Isn't that crazy? Yeah, New York game sweeps those eyes. But yeah, that is pretty much the trade recap of that. Again, with some of these trades, you just gotta keep in mind that you gotta be in and out. As soon as our draw on liquidity is hit, we are out. We are not in the business of predicting the market. We are not time travelers. We are not people that can predict the future. At least I am. I am not. I mean, I am simply noticing what price is reacting off of. So with that being said, that is our P&L. A total of brings our P&L. Let's see. Brings us to 1,371.6. That is what our total comes out to. Man. Boom. So a total of 1,371.6. Which is, I mean, for S3 accounts though. Yeah, think about S3 accounts. But we did make 1,500 on one, we did make 1,300 on the other one, and then we lost 1,500 on the other one, on Topstep. But overall, the only thing I wish I could have waited for is a resweep. So these fake outs are just fake outs, right? Because our original draw liquidity was right. Was this up here? And once you actually get a sweep of that, that is when we got this move down. Yep. I will most probably be back tomorrow. Make another recap of the trade that we make on Sunday. Um, look forward to that. Look forward to bringing back Topstep back up in the green and hopefully passing the Apex counts. Yep. Thank you guys for watching.